Going back to share my screen. Here we go.
No, that one will.
I want Stacy to know I got a group picture as well, so I'm very happy about that. So we're gonna come back now, ladies. Oh, you guys are gonna love this. So I thought I better check messages because I have kids, and everyone who has kids has to check their messages. And my daughters and I are in this like accountability triad, and we call it, I don't know who made it up, we call it fitlets instead of triplets. We're fitlets, but fit like fitlets turned into fiplets. But she's just sent me this really cool message, and it's a picture of her fruit bowl that she's having for snack tonight with bananas and blueberries and raspberries, and she wrote, "Yum, healthy." That's so cute. I did not. No, I did not. And yes, Stacy, I took my pictures. This is good. All right, so we're in this circle together, and I asked you to tap into your core values. And what I'd like to do for the next few minutes is tell you mine and how this circle came together out of those core values. And also some of you, we only have your mom left, so we only have sort of one new person, but some of you may be wondering what's with the ID Life thing. And I want to make sure that, because it doesn't even ship to Canada, but I want to make sure that I explain what we're doing with ID Life and why it's here and how it aligns with core values, et cetera, et cetera. And what I think would be, before I go to that place, I want to just extend to you an invitation to support us through amazing books. Stacy now has 3 books. One is a cookbook. And Stacy Cooper is the leader that I'm just about to hand over to her for a second. Stacy Cooper is the leader at the in the Brantford location. Oh, she's standing there with her books. Okay, hold on. Let me get you on the big screen. I want to get you on the big screen, and I want you to just tell us how we can get them, because I think we're moving into how women can be more supportive. Hold on, I want to pin you. Hold on. There we go. Okay, hold on. You're still muted or something. Something's not right.
I know. I can only have 2 hands. I had to put the books down to unmute myself.
Hold on. For some reason, I'm not hearing you on the TV anymore.
Well, I just unmuted myself.
Okay, I did turn my computer up because we can hear you on the computer and we can see you on the TV. So that should be good. So everyone can hear you now. Go ahead. Go for it. Tell us about your book.
Hey, hello, Houston. So my short story is, when I first started working with my business mentor, he said you should write an ebook for your website as a lead magnet. And I told him, I'm not an author, I'm a chiropractor, and I work with my patients in my office, and those words I have had to eat, because now I'm the author of 3 books. So the self-love book that you saw is an international bestseller last June, and it's the story of 14 women and their discovery of self-love. And it's a really super cool book because each of us has our own story. And also each author provides 3 mindset tips and 3 lessons learned at the end of each chapter. And so there's a place for you to journal as well. And you can order that through Amazon, and it's What Self-Love Got to Do with It. And Catherine has that photo on the slide there. Then 4 years ago, I created the Healthy Fuels cookbook, but I only had it printed at my printer down the street and sold it from my office. But because of the self-love book, I now have an author's page on Amazon. But didn't somebody say I wasn't an author? Oh yeah, that was me. Anyway, I now have an author's page on Amazon. So I decided to get this published with an ISBN number and everything. So you can order on Amazon. It would be a bound book, not coil bound. So I have them full color coil, which lays flat in the kitchen, and a picture for every recipe. And all the recipes are wheat-free, dairy-free, gluten-free, and delicious.
Yeah.
They take
Everybody should have one of these cookbooks. I am not kidding, right, Carolina? There's so much what we're talking about in this circle and how valuable it is to have those recipes ready. And she has a family of
four kids.
4 kids, yeah.
And all the kids can make the recipes and they enjoy eating them. And you get to have chocolate cake. What's life without chocolate cake? The whole point of it.
Chocolate cake.
The whole point of the Healthy Fuels cookbook is that you get to have your favorites. We just make them a little differently. So it's not birdseed, doesn't taste like, it's not salads. It's breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert too. So what's life without dessert? So all of that's in here. Then, ta-da! I picked this up today. This has been in the process since September. I finished writing in December, and now it is in copy. Bob Proctor has endorsed this book. He says, your good health is waiting for you. What are you waiting for? Dive in and devour this book. Bob Proctor, best-selling author of You Were Born Rich and teacher in the movie The Secret. I will be launching this book in Toronto next week with Jack Canfield from Chicken Soup for the Soul fame and Raymond Aaron, my business mentor. So this book is about nourishing your mind, body, and spirit naturally. There's 16 chapters, and I cover all different kinds of things in regards to, I love to teach what happens on the inside, because oftentimes you'll eat the Big Mac, it'll go in one end, come out the other, and you don't think at all about what happens in between. I uncover all of that and then show you what your body does with what you give it, and then I also discuss what your body needs, and then how to swap out those bad fuels for great healthy fuels so that your engine can run like a high octane machine. If you put diesel fuel in a gas engine, it doesn't run, and that's what the North American diet is doing. The inflammation that your body receives from all the inflammatory foods in our white food society, the processed foods, leads to all the degenerative diseases, and that's what your medication is coming from. Arthritis, colitis, diverticulitis, prostatitis, all of those things, including allergies, cardiovascular disease, and diabetes, are all due to the core base of inflammation. When you remove those inflammatory foods, your body can heal. And I know Carolina has great testimonial in regards to how she has shifted in how she fuels her body and what she has experienced. So
we have a question here.
Okay.
Do you touch on gut health in there?
Do you touch on gut health in your book?
Yes, because your intestines is where your body absorbs everything, and if your intestines are not healthy, nothing is absorbed.
That answer your question?
Yeah, that's what kind of does a lot of research.
And also, Amy and Marcia did a video on gut health that's posted in the Empowered Women Circle. So you should have a look at that too. Yeah, absolutely. So we have a members portal, like a website, and it's on there. Yeah, we'll make sure that we're switching platforms, but we'll make sure it's there. O'Reilly is lost now. So Stacy, how do we get that book?
This book, you can either register online, go to healyourhealthbook.com, and you can order it with shipping, or you can go to Amazon. It's not live on Amazon yet. It's in the process right now, but it's not live yet on Amazon. But you can go to healyourhealthbook.com, and you can place your order there, and I can personally autograph that one for you and ship it to you. There's a shipping option there for $30.
Yay, $30 Canadian. So it's actually,
Yeah, exactly. You people. That's cheap at half the price.
Stacy, and you're going to lead us June 5th, right? Do you want to just tell us anything about that? Sneak peeks?
No.
Okay. Got it.
Actually, my ladies here were asking me the exact same thing. And I said, I don't know what I'm doing yet. We'll figure it out.
You're so funny. Oh no, I've lost you now. Where did you go? Oh, there you are. Okay, hold on. I'm having some IT stuff. Give me a second here.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. HealYourHealth.com.
Oh, book, okay.
HealYourHealthBook.com. That's right. That's right.
Yes.
Right. All right. So we're coming to the, close to the end. And okay, so I don't think I've ever really shared this, but or like, I don't know why I haven't, but your Empowered Women's Circle leaders meet 2 hours every Friday to work on what we're going to bring you next and how to develop this process and what we want to ourselves personally step into and what we want to reach a hand out and help you step into. So as Empowered Women's Circle leaders, we come from a real heart-centered place of all of us are reaching out in the world in our own ways with our own lives and our own businesses and our own jobs. But we really felt there was a lack of this type of online and in-person community. And we knew that we could do it here and we could do it there, but why not do it bigger and remain connected virtually when we're not physically in the same room together? And the structure for that is that we do these weekly sessions, but they're virtual. But you can come virtually. It hasn't really been well attended virtually, but the hope is that someday we're meeting virtually and there's 30 and 50 and 100 and 700 of us. We can't host 700 on a virtual platform yet, but you can host up to 150 on a virtual platform. And if we had all of us together and we could see each other's little faces like we see these beautiful women here, we would feel connected every week to go out into our lives and in this supported way. And we do this without really any funding. And so as Empowered Women's Circle leaders, we don't have Marcia or Amy or Magdalia or Paul is here with us virtually. Stacy's here with us. Who am I missing? Am I missing anybody? Rachel. They're not here with us, but they're here in spirit. But as leaders, it's really vital for us to bring to you science, evidence-based integrity. We don't want to be throwing stuff at you that we know is not good for you. And so I can promise you that the ID Life is something I have researched until I am blue in the face. And I absolutely believe in the integrity of this company and what they're doing and what they're putting in their products. And if there's ever a question, we talk about it. I call corporate, I call the developer, I make sure I speak to them. There's never been that, but I have that relationship with them. And I say that because anything that you buy from ID Life, if it's anything that you want, and someday they'll ship to Canada, if it's anything that you want and you buy anyways, and if you buy it from one of us wellness leaders, I give these vitamins to my family. My husband and I use all of the different workout products. I mean, there's a facial cosmetic line that I love and my girls love. It helps fund what we're doing. That's the bottom line. It helps fund us. And as of now, there's no membership fee. There's no you have to pay this to come. I know lots of women doing these circles. $25 a night. That's not much. That wouldn't be a big deal. But I'd rather not. I'd rather do it in a way that says, hey, if you were looking for getting healthy, then do it through ID Life, and then you're helping everybody. So that's the goal. That's the my heart behind it, and the integrity piece. And on that note, that's why we'll share Stacy's website. I won't be able to play this video, I don't think, with any real sound. I'm going to press play and see. Well, maybe I can. I'm going to need Amanda to give me a thumbs up if you can hear this, though. I think it's probably going to take too much to load. Yeah, let's not bother. So we asked this question last time, do you need supplements? And originally when I first did my conventional medicine training, I was like, I don't know, maybe you can get everything from food. And then I started to realize started to realize that's not the case, because 75% of the population is, for example, vitamin D deficient, and that's only one vitamin. It's only one we can measure. If we were able to measure the other vitamins, then we would probably see that we are also deficient in other nutrients. And I eat cleaner than most people, and I know that there's many I'm not getting. So do we need supplements? You can ask yourself that question. Everybody has their own answer to that question, but if you need them, you need to get them from a really safe place, reputable place. So I'm just going to show you, and I can provide these for anybody that wants them. I'm going to show you how nutrients tie into various health conditions. And this is from SpectraCell, which is a lab. This is many different health conditions, and I'm only showing you a few. So let's say anxiety. I was really anxious today. All of these nutrients tie into anxiety. And are you getting them all in your food? You're probably getting a lot of them, but you're not getting all of them in your food. So if anxiety is an issue, if fatigue is an issue, we know that's related to vitamin D, but also look, it's related to magnesium, CoQ10, glutamine. Oh, it's fast forwarding itself here. Vitamin A, vitamin C, it's related to all of these things. And so how do you know how much to take? How do you know when to take it? How do you know how much you need for your weight and for your diet? Because I eat healthy, so I want to know that I'm not getting too much, because I'm already getting a lot in my food. So how do you know those things? And that's why I encourage you guys to go over to the website and just look at your health assessment. Yeah, so they're asking me to post this, and with credit to SpectraCell, I very likely can post these nutrient wheels, as they're called. So GI health, you were asking about. I don't know why it seems to be running itself. It knows that I'm on a time crunch. So GI health, all of these nutrients are related to GI health, all of them. And with this, Rose, just so you know, are the scientific references that indicate how, for example, zinc is related to gut health. There's peer-reviewed medical journals that tell us there's a relationship there. This is solid, scientifically backed information. ADHD, very nutrient related. Very nutrient related. You know, there's a lot going on with ADHD. Depression. We know depression is related to selenium. Magnesium is very hormonally, oh my gosh, the slideshow's on its own little time schedule here. Depression related to, biotin, that's what we use for our nails and our hair, but it's related somehow, scientifically linked to a higher risk of depression. So it says, part of the B vitamin complex biotin deficiencies induced depression in animal and human studies. Carnitine increases serotonin and noradrenaline, which lift mood. So carnitine alleviates depression with few side effects. Vitamin D, we know a lot of the B complex are related to mood as well. So these are just the science behind why nutrition is important. And I share that because as a physician, it's not normal or routine for us to say, take these supplements. But as a physician in my office, digging into this nutrient literature, it was really not okay for me to send somebody to Walgreens, CVS. Yeah, absolutely, Rose. I'm getting your messages, and I will make sure that you get as much of those resources as I can possibly share, and hold me accountable to that. So don't let me forget. And so I was saying to people, okay, I know you have a vitamin D deficiency. I think this was really happening. And I'd say, okay, now you need vitamin D. And they'd come back and it would still be deficient. And ethically, it became very difficult for me to say, go buy that off the shelf, because in 2015, February 2015, the New York Times published an article. And what they did was they did DNA studies, a technology out of Canada, out of Guelph, I think. They did DNA studies to look at the ingredients in nutrients off in the shelf at Walgreens, Walmart, GNC, and Target. And they found that 4 out of 5 of the nutrients on the shelf at Walgreens, Walmart, GNC, and Target, 4 out of 5 had none of the active ingredients that were on the label based on DNA testing. What did they have? DNA testing found wheat, soy, asparagus, house plants. They found all kinds of fillers in those things, but 4 out of 5 of them had none of the active ingredients. So now I'm in a place where I now know that nutrients are important for health conditions, especially women's hormonal health conditions. And I'm saying to people, you need to be taking a good vitamin supplement replacement. Where do you get it? Not Walgreens, Walmart, GNC, or Target. And so how are you going to get this? And what is important in terms of quality? So we have 4 types of nutrients. There's feed or agricultural grade. And absolutely. And L Wyatt, I can't read. I'm not exactly sure who. Oh, is that you? Oh, it's you. Hello, Linda. Hello. Okay. I'll make sure we get you that information. I knew I'm sorry. We haven't been speaking with you tonight. It's so lovely to see you. And I'm so glad you're back. I was wondering, I was missing you. Okay, good. So we've got feed or agricultural grade, cosmetic or nutritional grade, medical grade, and pharmaceutical grade. You want pharmaceutical grade. How do you get pharmaceutical grade? Okay, here's my other big reveal. You buy it from your doctor's office. They are required to mark it up 100%. So in my private office, I was having to sell Designs for Health, Standard Process, Metagenics. I was having to sell these things at 100% markup. And I'm sorry, they do this at chiropractic offices all over the place. And I know that's why Stacy's, she knows that that's not good. And so people are doing that in Canada too. It's not just in the US. And that's why our Empowered Women Circle leaders, Stacy included, our Canadian and our American ones, align on this piece of integrity. We don't want to be gouging people for money, but we know that they need something that's high quality, that you really can't go to any of these basic pharmacies and buy. So you want pharmaceutical grade. What does pharmaceutical grade mean? It means that the FDA, or in Health Canada, the Health Canada is overseeing the process. Now, there are no supplements that are FDA or Health Canada approved, but they oversee the process in the lab to make sure that they're getting graded on purity, bioavailability, solubility, disintegration, making sure they're not putting fillers in, making sure they're not putting asparagus in or houseplants, etc. And so with ID Life, and I will absolutely share as much, more information with the virtual people, it's pharmaceutical grade. They test it, they triple quarantine it, and they test it for pesticides, herbicides, chemical contaminants. They're going to make sure that the dosage is what it's supposed to be. Okay, that pharmaceutical grade supplements are like that. They have random and planned FDA inspections. And I've been to the lab. We also want to know whether things are natural or synthetic. Now, not everything synthetic is bad. Not everything natural is good. Okay, Premarin is horse urine.
Exactly.
Might not be great, but it's natural. Okay, and there's lots of synthetic things out there. For example, any natural plant-based medicinal that you take, it's plant-based, but they've had to change it, so they put it in a pill. So it's therefore synthetic. Doesn't mean it's bad for you, okay? But we want to know if something's natural or synthetic. Vitamin E, for example, is better if it's natural. Omega-3s, we want to make sure it's natural. If you take omega-3s that aren't natural, you're going to get that burpy, fishy flavor. We want to know if it's water soluble or fat soluble. A, D, E, and K are fat soluble, so you can't take too much of those. They're going to accumulate in your fats, and they're going to be toxic levels. So you can't mega dose unless you know your dose you're supposed to be taking, okay? And those things are really important. Solubility, I just want to show you this picture. Solubility is really important. ID Life dissolves within 30 minutes, so you're not going to have that kind of feeling like it's still hanging around and that burpy indigestion sort of feeling. Pharmaceutical grade are tested for solubility. But in some x-rays, we see supplements. They're just going into the toilet as supplements. Like they're going straight out the other end. You're wasting your money. You think you're paying $10 for that bottle? Guess what? It's going into Galveston Bay. And then the biggest thing, and this is what literally sold me when I first about 5 years ago decided, okay, I needed to do something for patients, and this was it. They have this, okay, there's always fillers in supplements. They always have to put fillers in to fill the little capsule. ID Life puts in all of these antioxidants, curcumin, quercetin, green tea extract, turmeric. They're using those as fillers. So you're getting those anti-cancer properties. And one of the things we did in the Empowered Women's Circle was we went through this book, Anti-Cancer, chapter by chapter by chapter. We have it all recorded, and we'll share it on the portal. But we know that these things, I can't tell you ID Life or any supplement is going to cure or prevent cancer. I'm not allowed to say that. But these nutrients have solid scientific evidence for reducing cancer risk. These antioxidant nutrients, we know that. We've reviewed that in some other forms. So if you want to get that New York Times article I talked about, it's on my website, drkatherinehansen.com /New York Times, but I'll also share that link in some of the upcoming emails and posts that we have, because that's a really interesting article to read. And that's it. I don't have the time or the money to blow, and I don't expect my patients or my friends and loved ones like you are to do either. So that's how I ground into integrity. When I say, I need to offer you something, what can my heart get behind? And this right now is it. And I would love to have dialogue about that at some point, and when we have lots of time.
Do they allow you to promote this at your team? I'm curious.
The entire Texas Medical Association doesn't align with promoting anything. So we
Except drugs.
Except drugs and surgery. I can promote all the surgery in the world. I can do hysterectomies on all of you, even if you. I'm just kidding.
No, you probably could.
No, seriously.
I wouldn't let you.
So we are complete. I am so grateful. If there's anything at all that anybody needs or wants, let me know. And if there's anything I've promised you that I don't get you, let me know. I love you guys. I'm going to hang up with the virtual people now. So just give us one more wave goodbye.
Bye, virtual people.
You're welcome to take yourself off mute and say goodbye. Say goodbye to us.
I'm so glad you all joined us. Thank you for joining us virtually. It's so awesome to be able to share our room with each of you. And that was just such a unique experience. This is the largest virtual audience that we have had for the Empowered Women's Circle. So high five to you all. Thanks so much.
All right.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Thanks.